Hello. We're going to go live with our friend Kim Olusanya, and I'm so excited. Hope you guys are doing well. This has been a crazy season. Wanted to say thank you for all of you who came out to the Collab Festival last weekend. It was so much fun. We're going to get into a conversation with Kim about just how she got into all the things that she's doing, and why she is advocating for other people who have experienced what she's experienced. So let's get her in here. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can get her hooked up. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I am good. Are you in your office?
Yeah, of course. Always working. Always working. That's what we do. Yes.
Well, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Are you recovered from the festival last weekend?
I'm still on a high,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it was so good. So that's where I am. So I'm happy. Physically, I
It was,
recovered, but I'm still on
yeah,
emotional high about it. hmm
yeah. It
It
was
is.
the hottest day of the year, but it
Mhm.
was
It was
so
the
much fun.
hottest day of the year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
well, I want to get into this. I know, a lot of people know you, but for those who may not know you or have followed you before, why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Okay. I'm Kim Stevens Olusanya. Uh, I'm a Dallas business owner. I own a company called Texas Bearings of Dallas, which is where I am now. And we make everything move. So if you have anything that's moving, your car, elevators, we sell all of those parts. So that's what we do. And concrete is the thing now. So I do a lot of concrete business. I also own a company called Charter Hospitality, which is investment properties. So I develop and I manage them and rent them out. So I do that as well. We have a medical practice as well. And so I manage that for my husband. And I have a fashion collection.
Yes, you
So
do.
that launched Friday, the Kim O collection. So I'm very happy about that. Luxury casual with a flair. And of course, we have my newest venture
Yes.
is everything collab. So that is a little bit about me,
I
what I
love it.
do.
I love it. Well, I see Taylor's joining us and some
Hey
friends.
Taylor.
Hi. So, there's a lot that's been going on in our community lately. And first of all, um, share a little bit of your background. If you guys don't know, go to Kim's page. She recently shared her story as a domestic abuse survivor, all these things, and your story was beautiful. I want to say thanks for telling that, because I know it's difficult and it's hard. Um, I think it is absolutely beautiful how you have, like, just overcome so many amazing things. And now, I mean, you just listed your resume of, I do this and this and this. And, I think sometimes, as women, we can feel like, oh, I don't want to be that person that's like, well, I do this, this, and this, but why not? And
Exactly.
I just think it's
Exactly.
so beautiful how it's come together with your story. So just kind of love to hear, like, how did this come to be?
It's I really feel that you have to work and align in your purpose, you know. And so when I lost my son, it
Mm-hmm.
really the I couldn't get out of bed. I don't know how to. And it's still very heavy. It's still very difficult. The anniversary is coming up this month on the 13th, and it is literally, it's like on me. It never goes away, and so. But that's not how I can honor him, and I had to put some purpose in all of this pain, because if you don't, it will actually choke you. So
Yeah.
that is when I started my nonprofit, actually, Action with Compassion Dallas. And I love that name because I am about action. It's
Yeah.
just to get moving. I don't even have to know how I'm going to do it. I just know that you got to start moving and getting
Yeah.
action done. So,
Yeah.
and I started with what I was doing. See, people will just see me on social media, this look, which I call it like my armor, dressing up, even when you don't feel like it. I get up, I get dressed, I show up. And I do that because I feel like if I like the way I look on the outside, I can start healing on the inside. People say that healing comes from the inside out. I actually feel like it's from the outside in for me. I was at my max. I was 326 pounds at my heaviest,
Wow.
and as broken as a person can be. So I literally just started focusing on fixing my outside, and I just assumed that eventually I would start feeling better. And it actually happened. It actually happened. So I started my nonprofit, and I wanted to work with women that were actually in shelters. And so I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I made the promise to the family place that I was going to not only dress these women, they were going to be fashionable,
Yeah.
And I brought in hairstylists. Oh, and my friend Christy just dropped on
Yeah.
HR Salon. She's one of the hairstylists that volunteered her time, and
Oh,
we
wow.
go to the shelters, and we are doing hair, we're doing makeup. Stylists come with me, and we are styling them. And
So wonderful.
I get a lot of donations from great people, and we give till it hurts. These women
Yeah.
are already broken, so we don't want to give them what we're done with. We go buy them clothes, we
Yeah.
go buy them new shoes,
Yeah.
and we give from our own closet for the stuff that we're still using, but they need it.
Yeah.
So that is what we do. And so it was honestly, when people said, well, how did you come up with the collab link and all of this stuff and things so quickly? But what happens is it was just a natural progression.
Yeah.
um, I was brought to my attention that some small business owners, majority women, were being abused. I didn't really focus on the non-paid invoices part, because to me that sometimes happens in business.
Sure.
Small businesses are struggling,
Happen. Yeah.
and they can't meet all their invoices and stuff like that. But that's not unheard of. You know what I'm saying? I have
Sure.
compassion for that. But what I don't have compassion for is the abuse that came along with it,
The
and
treatment.
and the treatment, and
Yeah.
that's why me and Action with Compassion got involved, because
Yeah.
it was women that were being abused.
Yeah. Um, and it's absolutely like wild to, it's things like that happen that, when women already, some people have a preconceived notion of women being a certain way towards each other, or, even here in Dallas, sometimes there's, thoughts that people have, and you're like, no, this is what we're trying to not do.
Amber
This
froze
is
for
what we're,
just a second. I don't know. Okay, there you
there we
are.
go. But really, it's saying like, no, like this is what we're trying to not do. Um, and how like I think we're frozen. Uh-oh. Oh, we lost Kim. Well, let's see if we can get her back. Thanks for joining. We're gonna get Kim back here in a second. But we were just talking about how she's now really advocating for these women who have been, affected by some bullying that's been going on in your house. There we go.
We're back. Hello. I don't know what happened. I'm like, it's gone.
It's gone. I was like, we lost Kim. I forgot where we were. But yeah, it was the treatment for you. And I know you've probably talked about this till you've been blue in the face for the last 30 days. But
Yes.
as this was kind of all coming out, why did you feel the need to like speak up and kind of advocate on behalf of the other women that were being affected by this?
You know, I do get this question asked a lot, and I'm going to answer it differently this time because
Ooh.
because I'm surprised people even ask the question. So, for example, let's say because again, it's abuse is what I'm speaking about. So let's say if you're in the mall, right? And you see some woman being just verbally berated and abused.
Yeah.
You know, what would you do? I mean, wouldn't you call someone? Wouldn't you report someone? You know? And so to me, it was just the obvious thing to do. It's not even when you see someone in distress, you say something.
Yeah.
So so it was very simple for me. It was clearly people are in distress and support groups. And even when they're speaking to me about it, they're trembling, their hands are shaking, they're tearing up. So to me, you say something. When you see something, you say something. That's what we tell our children. That's what we tell our sisters, our brothers, everyone. So to me, it's what I had to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of what was going on was, and I think this whole process has brought a lot of a huge wave of like community closeness, right? Because now we feel more aligned to the appropriate people than ever, you know?
Oh, yes.
Because and it's hard because like we want to be able to trust people. And we want to be able, I'm definitely the type of person, I am going to assume the best about you unless something happens with me personally or, I'm affected or whatever. And in business too, that's difficult because we want to collaborate. We want to come together and, so especially online, like, we're just trying to go and make things happen. And so, do you have any recommendations for people as far as like this whole trust thing?
Yes. And it's nothing. And this is the thing, what I would like people to start understanding, and also what the Collab Link is going to be doing is just, giving information, because you can do great business and you can have trust for people and still request contracts. I mean, I feel that contracts is just so there's no misunderstanding. When I do a contract, it's not because I'm going to hold you to it. I know I'm going to say, if I'm collaborating with you, I know you're going to do it. But this is why, if it's 6 months from now, we can always reference back of what did we say we're going to do.
Right.
Yeah. So we need to change the dynamics of what we feel a contract is for. The contract isn't to keep someone on the hook. It's just to be clear of what the expectations are, the goals are, and the compensation. And having one does not take away from the relationship that you have with someone. So I just really want to just give tools for people to, to how to do simple contracts and to make sure that collaboration should be a win-win for both parties.
Yeah. That is what I tell all of my coaching clients, especially the ones who are newer to business and are just getting started. I hate being, I don't want to like crush their dreams, but you know, if they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to collaborate with this blah, 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 I'm like, awesome. Did you guys write a contract? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, well,
Hmm.
do it, because
Yes.
you're going to be sorry if you don't. Like,
Yes.
and I would beg to say adding an agreement of some kind
Hmm.
enhances the relationship, because
Absolutely.
it's that level of professionalism saying, because also we forget stuff. I forget stuff. I'm like, what
Hmm.
did we say 30 days ago? I don't remember. I don't even know what I
Exactly.
had for lunch yesterday. I forgot, you know? So let's put it in writing, and let's just, let's be professional about it. I think that's huge.
Yeah. No, and if there is a part where there's a discrepancy later,
Mm-hmm.
you have the documentation that you need
Yeah.
um, to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it does happen that you need it, and
Yeah.
you'll have it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it does.
Well, tell us like what else is coming up next? Well, obviously with the
Oh,
collab link and all the things.
yes. Okay. So what's coming up next for the Collab Link and the Collab Festival is we have been asked to host another one in the fall, which
Amazing.
I'm excited about. So we're definitely going to do that, but we'll also have to work around Taylor's schedule because I don't, the Collab Link and the Collab Festival, we don't want to take away from the boho market and what the boho
Sure.
market is
Yeah.
and what it does, because it's a very important piece of the community.
Mm-hmm.
But the Clap Festival is definitely a different entity, even though we do have a market within it,
Yeah.
which is kind of like the boho market. But
Yeah.
we are going to be showcasing, musicians, cooks, chefs, all sorts of fun things.
I love it.
Um, and it's truly a festival. So we're going to do that in the fall. And then also the collab link. I have so many applicants, which is great. So we are now vetting them now, building our website referral system. And we're going to be doing some collab hookups for, you know, tips and ideas and things like that. So I'm sure I'm going to be tapping you
Yes.
to, to
I love it.
to help with that because we really want small businesses to succeed and
Too.
and grow and really be what all that they can be, but then also have the support and the resources behind the scenes to make sure that they are successful.
Yeah.
And that is what um, I am going to do. If
Yeah.
they ask, I'm going to do it. So
Yeah.
that's where
I
we are.
love it. Well, yes, I was gonna say, you can call us
Oh,
and
yeah,
we
I
will.
have you now.
You got me.
Yeah.
So we will support. But thanks for going live with me real quick
Oh
today. And you
yes.
guys
Okay.
go connect with Kim. Check out the collab link. And I love our Dallas community. So
I love it. I love it. And we're expanding. We're marketing in other cities. Yes.
amazing. Yeah.
Yes. We're
And that
going to
it's so
we're going to
exciting.
grow. It's going to grow because it's needed.
Yeah.
I think the thing that was important is that what happened here is it's not an anomaly.
Mm-mm.
It happens in other places, and so um, with the help of my team, I'm definitely, and the ladies who are on board with the collab link, we're going
Mm-hmm.
to offer these same resources to other cities. So we're excited.
Awesome. I love it.
Okay.
So cool. Well, love you, Kim, and thanks guys for watching, and we'll catch you later. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Kim.